Alright, Thanksgiving holiday special. Brett Keane and the Zombie Sagan. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun. Anyway, yeah, so this is almost like you're saying, no, this isn't really, it's bad enough Trump is president, that's ludicrous enough, but life just gets more and more ludicrous. So, who would have thought FakeSagan doing a serious interview with Brett Keane? I mean, who just would have thought that was going to happen? But anyway, it has happened, and it really is quite bizarre in so many ways, and I just can't even get to so many of the little issues, but so many bizarre things stated in here. So I'm going to play the part where he's a lunatic, of course, but there was stuff towards the end that was just kind of magical in the Christian perspective. You know, his Christian theory, you know, that there is alien life in the universe, and he just can't wait to see it. I'll give it a hug. I mean, he can't stand people on this own planet, right? We have human beings on this planet that have almost zero genetic difference between us, and he's all ready to hug the foreign life forms. It just doesn't make any sense. But this whole idea of his God made another creation on another planet somewhere, does this make any sense? Any kind of biblical sense? No, it's just silly. So this whole thing is just silly. These Christians are just so silly. So anyway, so this is where the subject of Gary came up.
But Brett, you really opened a can of worms by mentioning Gary, mentioning Mendham in this interview. I was waiting for you to do that. I knew the time was going to come, so let me say something that I've been wanting to say. Before I left and closed my channel, I hadn't seen the videos that he made about Stephanie, and I really want to set the record straight.
I didn't make videos. I made one video about Brett Keane, Jesus Freak, and the FakeSagan, the Zombie Sagan. And then I made a response video to Tommy from the Bronx. I don't think I said anything in that video all that fucking offensive, but whatever. Continue.
Right, and say this right now. All that stuff that I said about Gary being my brother and how I love him and how I'll always pray for him, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, well, I wasn't buying any of that crap anyway, especially when you tried to use my mother as a rhetoric tool. Yeah, so fuck all that shit.
I am never going to waste another prayer on that fucking son of...
Cool. Yeah, really don't, please. I mean, I can't possibly do the thing you're praying for any good, so if I can deflect the prayer in some other direction, sure, go ahead and pray for Brett. Brett needs more of the blessings of Jesus. He needs more of those. Because, yeah, he's slowing down. He can't get to be full Jabba the Hutt unless he has some more blessings. He needs more blessings to become a full-fledged maggot.
A bitch. I'm absolutely just mind-boggled at how somebody can be so completely vile and devoid of any redeeming qualities.
I mean, you're talking to Brett Keane. I don't know. You don't understand what vile and devoid of anything called like integrity or honesty or having a single decent thought run through their head that doesn't have something to do with Brett Keane. What's to my advantage? I won't say he'd resort to cannibalism, but of course he would.
I would say that guy's soul belongs entirely to the devil, but I'm actually starting to think he might be the devil himself.
Excellent. I mean, you can't really get a better compliment as an atheist, right? When the Christians are calling you the devil, you win. So thank you. Thanks.
Self. Ooh. And, as a Christian, I shouldn't say this, but I seriously hope that God...
As a Christian, well, I just seriously hope you're judged as a Christian. I mean, I hope God says, hey, look, you were saying you were a Christian, so, it came out of your own mouth. It's like that whole Pharaoh thing. I mean, look, I mean, I killed a bunch of little innocent kids because of what came out of Pharaoh's mouth. So I got to hold the same standard. I mean, you just said as a Christian, you just did something in my fucking name, and now you're going to say some really wacky shit in my name, and that's kind of bullshit, fucker. Yeah. So you're the one in trouble. I haven't done anything. I mean, the only trouble I'm in is that, yeah, I never agreed to be a Christian, so yeah, I'm not in any trouble.
Cuts his wicked life down.
Cut it down? Cut it down to what? I mean, I've always 57 years. It seems like that's more than enough. So, yeah, go ahead. Anytime you're ready to cut, it's, you know, okay with me pretty much. I mean, I would like to get my Nobel Prize before I die, but, you know, sort of irrelevant. It's just a little ego treat for me personally and blah, blah, blah. And even if you people had the truth, you can't do anything with it anyway because you're all stupid fuckers. It's almost pointless to try to educate you retards. It really is. I mean, you nihilist retards. I mean, you're too stupid to even figure out that nihilism isn't smart. And that nihilist Christian is... I mean, that should really... If there's anything, it should be... Like, you get your picture in the... You know, in the official... This is what a retard looks like. Nihilist Christian should be right there. Yeah.
He can't hurt anybody else. I mean, I hope fucking...
So this claim that I have actually done some hurting, okay, now we don't have any proof that I hurt anybody except Brett Keane and Jesus Freak and maybe you. Now there's absolutely no evidence that Stephanie in any way has any access to my content or my rhetoric, that I'm meaningful in any way whatsoever to her life or anything in her life. So this argument's sort of bogus.
He gets some kind of mouth cancer where he can't talk and fucking hurt people.
Oh, time to use my little magical mirror. See, I have a mirror, and it'll reflect your little curse right back at you. See, that's the tricks devils have. The actual devil has a little, you know, a magical curse reflector. Okay, so I'm saved. So that didn't work, fakey.
Anymore. You know, like last night when I saw those videos for the first time, my jaw dropped open. My first instinct...
I wish I had a video camera, but see, that would have made a special moment for me, actually.
...was to hop in my truck and just drive straight to New Jersey and fucking kick his ass.
Well, that's all big talk from a scrawny, whatever, ragged, what? Weak-haired, big nose. Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's the best I could do on, 2 o'clock in the morning, blah, blah, blah.
Until they have to wire his jaw shut and he can't fuck...
Oh, yeah, all right, yeah, blah, 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 blah. I'd love the opportunity to beat the shit out of a fucking nihilist Christian, so, yeah, let's get it on.
Talk anymore. And the only reason that I calmed down and didn't do that
is because you're like 2,000 miles away and it's going to be an awful long trip and $9 an hour job and you gave away all your Bitcoin money. You can't even buy the gas to get here, fucker. Shit.
Is because I thought about it for a minute and I realized, well, let's put this in perspective. Stephanie is going to have a long, happy life.
So, that was a promise somewhere? She might die in surgery, and then all you people are going to look awful fucking stupid, because they're all going to be saying, oh, Gary kind of said there's no point in doing that risk of surgery thing for a stupid thing like gratification of the male in the sexual act. That is kind of bogus. Risk your life for that. But this whole thing is just so, I mean, later they talk about George Carlin and the other funny guy, and it's just so funny that and even Brett Keane says something about a joke and taking a joke or something. It's just so funny that they can't see anything funny about Christians doing telethons for FuckPouches. The very same Christians who won't even allow homosexuals to exist, and then certainly would never allow people to have reconstructive sexual surgeries. What if they did a telethon, okay, for somebody to get a sex change and have a FuckPouch installed. Gee, I'm sure they wouldn't be very supportive. They might do something called ridicule. Wouldn't they? Maybe. Maybe they would do that. But I'm just saying, the whole thing is, you have to admit, it's just too fucking funny.
Full of lots of positive, healthy relationships and people.
Yes, I'm sure she's going to have all that shit. I'm just as sure she's probably going to do what most people do. And especially girls who have sex when they're 16 usually ends in, yes, colossal failure.
To care about her, especially now that she's going to have a healthy body.
Well, again, she's really not. This has nothing whatsoever to do with her health. So let's all understand that, right? It has exactly the opposite implications. This surgery will not make her healthier. It'll make her more vulnerable to a urinary infection and more vulnerable to some other kind of infection. And certainly depending on how exactly to do the surgery, you know, lots of things, you know, it's not naturally going to be tied together, and it just means that, you know, maybe they should just wait and see how big the guy's dick is she decides supposed to get married to. Because that might have something to do with this too. You probably should make a pouch customized to the thing it's going to be pouching. But I mean, all these technical details, I'm sorry to be rude, but this is all part of a rational evaluation of a cause. You're telling me there's this cause, and it's a beautiful cause. It's just the most beautiful cause in the world. And what facts do we have? Oh, absolutely none. We have this silly thing where we didn't find out till she's 16 she doesn't have a cervix or a uterus or a kidney. Go figure. And then we'd have no evidence that there's any kind of poverty or lack of ability to pay for it. No evidence that insurance wouldn't cover it. Maybe they won't cover it for a 16-year-old, but maybe they would have covered it for an 18-year-old. I don't know. We don't get any of these details. So nobody should be at all skeptical when a televangelist is soliciting funds. Nobody should be the least bit skeptical. They never cheat and steal. That never happens. People who have ministries, they're never trying to just steal money. That's not a cliche thing people who have ministries do. No, that's not like a 99 out of 100 are just weaselly, conniving, self-interested fucking abusers of everything in sight. How'd this poor girl get abused here? Or is that, what's her name? Mrs. Kane. You know, with her face in a rose. Okay. Have your hair do this, and then we'll white your face out, and then put the rest of your face in a rose. That'll work.
Whereas Gary, on the other hand, is not getting any younger. He's damn sure not looking any healthier, but...
Well, I mean, look who's talking, weak-haired man. I mean, jeebus. You think you're looking good? You really do? You think you've really improved in your wonderful appearance? I guess so, because he, you know, there's places in this video where he's just his you know, self whatever, his you know, his vanity shows a little.
The days go by, and when death finds that man, it's going to find him alone and...
Yes, again, well, as I stated, I couldn't help but think that, what do I want to do? I want to die with a crowd forming around me while I'm spitting up my last bit of vomit? I don't think so. I mean, I probably do want to do that alone. I mean, I don't know what exactly you people think dying is, but it's not like you sit there and just, hey, I can finally sing and dance. And I can play the piano. Yeah, anybody want to hear a particular tune? I'm just about ready to die, but I have all these talents, and I'm incredibly charming and fascinating. Is that how you think it works? That's how you go out? Tap dancing or something really good? No. You go out in kind of fucking ugly way and probably shit in your pants and all kinds of shit like that. So why the fuck would I want to do that in front of somebody? Shit.
Afraid, knowing that no human being truly loves or cares.
Well, that part again, I'm sorry, but I don't mean to just totally deflect your whatever, the magic cannonball of, oh my, I'm going to really get to him with this one. But I just couldn't care less. Again, I can't emphasize this enough, but there's really only one person's opinion that matters. It's me.
Cares about him. And I think it's very likely that the last thought that goes through his diseased mind
will be, oh, well, he's FakeSagan's died 10 years before I did. Yeah, my last thoughts probably aren't going to be all that charming, you know. But whatever. I'm sure they're not going to be what FakeSagan thinks they are.
is going to be sheer mortal terror.
And no, it's going to be sheer, well, at least this round is over, but I'm sure I'm going to wake up in Indonesia. I just know it. I just know it. I just know it. I know it. I know it. Ugh.
When he realizes too late that God does exist and where he's going to be spending all of eternity.
I'm going to be spending all of eternity, whatever that is, on this stupid planet, living out stupid, cruddy lives like yours, or being a big, giant, fat maggot. I'm going to be just another one of you dumb turds. I mean, this was the best I was ever going to be, was this. Alright, so I'm enjoying the fact that I'm riding the good ride now. And I'm going to end up riding a shitty ride in the future. Because it's a shitty world full of stupid fucks. And that's just the facts. The rich people are assholes. And the poor people are morons. And the ones in the middle are too distracted to do what they need to do. Which is drive the bus somewhere better than Maggotville or Asswhiteville.
Quite honestly, I think that's what deserves to happen to Gary.
Okay, well, I think you should get exactly what you deserve. So exactly what you deserve. What's all the shit you've dealt, all the bullshit and fucking conniving and weaseling and cheating you've done in your life, yeah, you deserve to get what that earns you. So I'll take what I deserve in terms of being an abusive person. And if you're going to claim that this is my crime, then, I mean, you're preposterous. You're just so fucking silly. You've been in jail. You are admitted to assault charges. Well, you're not going to find any shit like that in my history. Especially not hitting any women. Yeah. How many DWIs do you have, by the way? Just curious. I mean, it's okay to risk killing people, but you can't talk about a 16-year-old girl's FuckPouch. No. Off limits.
Fuck you, Gary.
It's rough, but I understand. Yeah, I talked to Mr. Freak earlier today, and he was extremely upset, and
yeah, well, cool. I upset Jesus Freak. Excellent. Fantastic. I just can't feel any better. The guy's a lying, conniving, carnival barking con artist. And that's all he's ever been, all he'll ever be. He's so full of fucking shit. It's just goddamn, it's just so obvious. It's just oozing out of every one of his pores. His insincerity, his phoniness, his goddamn creepiness. He's just the creepiest fucker. Creepy for Christ. That should be his name.
we basically discussed that he should not make any videos in response to the guy. Just leave that alone, because people, you know how people are.
Well, he could at least make a prayer. I pray that God gives both of us exactly what we deserve. I bet he's afraid to do that. Yeah, because he knows what he deserves. He knows what a scumbag he is. I wouldn't be afraid. I wouldn't be afraid to stand on every fucking thing I've ever fucking done. Alright, I'm not saying look, there was one line in the joking, where I said deformed, and that was, that was a little bit, probably should have said deformied or something. I should have lightened it up a little. But fuck you, it was a joke, for fuck's sake, in the first place, and in the second place, this thing is a joke. This is a fucking this is just such bullshit. Telethons for fuck pouches is just fucking too silly.
Sometimes they treat things like a soap opera and they forget that there's actual feelings and emotions involved.
Well, again, it's a 16. What's her birthday? Maybe she's 17 by now. Who the fuck knows? But I mean, this whole thing making it out like there's some child. It's not a child. It's a poster for solicitations for money on the internet. Now, if people aren't allowed to be a suspect, especially when it's by a televangelist, a YouTube evangelist, or whatever you want to call these fucking amateur crooks, fuck you. This is just so fucking silly.
You know?
Yeah, you know, I sent Jesus Freak a text that actually we had a phone conversation.
Cool. A text. Why don't you tell us what... Love you. Sorry your little feelings got hurted.
Today. It was the first time I talked to him on the phone. And the reason I called him was to apologize, because there is a reason why I asked, why I begged my audience not to flip Gary a bunch of shit about me leaving.
I don't even understand that part. Your audience, number one, is mostly somebody else's audience now, because your audience was atheist, and frankly, they're already said fuck you. So now it's Brett's audience, and I guess my audience might have some interest in watching some of this drama with me. But other than them, who was your audience anyway? Except a bunch of disappointed and disaffected. So why would they come harass me? It seems like they have more incentive to throw frickin' tomatoes at you, idiot.
Ask my audience.
You're fucking licking Brett Keen's dick. You don't think you've disappointed the fuck out of people? They're like, oh man, oh fuck, Superman's wearing a pink dress. I mean, it's like one of those WWF guys, and and right in the middle of something, he starts butt fucking a guy or something, and they're like, oh fuck, man, that's embarrassing.
Not to give him trouble, not to go over to his channel and say, hey asshole, thanks a lot for making FakeSagan leave, because I suspected that he would lash out at somebody.
He would lash out at somebody. He suspected that I was somehow a lasher-outer, because FakeSagan people were going to make raggy comments on my videos. And this is knowing the history, where FakeSagan actually did do this in the past. He almost did sick people on other people. And where's there any evidence that I ever did this lashing out thing? Whatever that is. Where's the evidence that I ever did any of that?
Innocent third party because of people doing that, but I never could have imagined how far he would go. And thanks for fucking...
Whatever, how far I went. Yeah, I went too far. It's too much. It's just too much for you to sit there and see anything funny about Christian evangelists making videos so their 16-year-old daughters can get fuck pouches. That's not fucking hilariously bizarre. No, not at all.
Not listening to me like you
fuck,
never do.
Fuck feeding the poor. Fuck feeding the poor. Fuck spreading the word. Let's go full fuck pouch. That's what Christians gotta use their financing for. We don't need to educate people. We don't need to build churches. Hell with that shit. We need to build more fuck pouches for 16-year-old girls. Because that's Bible shit. All the way I mean, it's everywhere in the Bible. They got little secret code that's saying, buy the 16-year-old a fuck pouch. Buy the fuck pouch. Fuck pouch. Fuck pouch. It's in there all over the place. Like if you read the Bible backwards, it's just constantly saying, Trump, Trump, fuck pouch. Trump, Trump, fuck pouch. I mean, that's all the Bible's full of. The Bible's my favorite book. It says that a lot, too.
I'm not going to blame other people for what Gary did. The fact is, Gary is a heartless fucking son of a bitch.
Actually... yeah, no, my mother wasn't, technically, they were married and all that stuff, yeah, I really don't mind the title, I just don't know what to do with it, but, yeah, heartless, yeah, no, my heart beats, so you can say I'm heartless, but, I mean, technically, I can hear it, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, So I'm pretty sure I'm not heartless. But what I am is brain full. See, I have a full brain, and the full brain means I can smell fucking shystery, you know, at least this far away. you can smell Brett. Come on, no kidding. Even without special Google smell-a-video, you can smell Brett. No doubt.
And I hope you burn in hell, Gary. You fuck.
Yes, exactly. Why? What would I want? What do I want to be molested in heaven or burn in hell? Yeah, well, if I got my choice, yes, I'll go ahead and burn in the hell thing, because I'm certainly not going to sit around in heaven and rub rubies, you know, and wait for my turn to go fucking oil God's, you know, calluses on his wiener.
You piece of shit.
Yeah, I got to see Tommy from the Bronx's video. He was extremely upset about it as well.
Well, I don't know. Tommy just says, "Oh, that looks like something to talk about." And so he talked about it, but yeah, whatever. Extremely upset. I don't know.
And I had thought about making a video, but I can't bring myself to actually watch him say it. I can't go over to...
Oh my God, it is pretty funny now. Come on, you got to admit. What the fuck are they talking about? Say what? FuckPouch?
Video and watch that. It would make me sick.
Right, this is Brett Keane. Right. A guy who used to be like, can you imagine, he used to do wife swapping. Can you imagine what they were swapping? I mean, what you could buy? I mean, what you were trading? Can you imagine what the trade must have been? Holy fuck. And this guy's saying something's too disgusting for him? Oh, please. I mean, the reciprocal of this is just gotta be pukable.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not exaggerating, man. Like, tears were rolling down my face. My jaw was...
Okay, he's not exaggerating. Tears. He was in tears over this. So this is a guy who's, you know, assaulting batteried people. He's probably, you know, whapped a few darkies for, you know, offending his white elitist character. You know, who knows what all the women he's heartbroken by saying, "Hey, come on, hey, bitch, you know, you're supposed to be poor and needy, okay, and that's the way you're supposed to be. So, you know, us men have value then, you know, because we don't keep you poor and needy. We're obviously disposable." So, all right, so I wasn't as good as a $4 dildo. Tough shit, bitch. Yeah. So he's probably done all kinds of shit like that. He's calling me a bad person.
Was on the floor. I have never... I could smell the sulfur in the air. I was like, holy shit, this guy really is the devil himself. I've never heard something just so devoid of humanity.
I mean, I've never heard, there's nothing he's seen or heard of. I mean, Holocaust, Smolocaust, Gary insulted a 16-year-old when he really didn't insult her. When he wasn't anywhere near her, where his voice doesn't even get to her ears. And it wouldn't matter if it did. Like I said, she volunteered for this whole project because I think she has her own little self-interest. She doesn't want her lifestyle degraded by her medical condition. So she just palmed it off to the suckers. And FakeSagan was lined up to be a sucker.
And it was clear that he was taking pleasure in every damn minute of it. Listen, Gary.
Yes, the whole thing is farcically funny and deserves a good chuckle.
You can say whatever the fuck you want about me. I'm a grown-ass man. You can even say some shit about Christine, even though she's somebody I love.
Who the hell's Christine? Let's see, Christine. You can even say something about Christine, but she's somebody I love. Christine. Who the hell's Christine? Christine Applegate? Christine. Who's Christine? I totally missed something. Ocean Avani's name was Christine? Well, that'd be coincidental. There's an awful lot of Christines then. What the hell is he talking about? He loves a lot of women. Not a bad thing for a man to do, but I'm just saying.
Because she's a big girl. You don't fucking talk.
Christine, she's a big girl. So he's saying Christine's fat. So some girl named Christine who's fat. What the hell that could be? Yeah, somebody have to let me know. So Chris Anderson was dating Christine Banderson?
Talk that way about kids.
16-year-old girls who allowed themselves to be poster child for Christian vagina sex stuff. Things. Premarital sex. A poster for premarital sex. In the name of God. Mostly.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Nothing. There's something wrong with you people. I think FakeSagan's in love with the girl. See, he did all. I remember he said, "Did you see the way her little lips curl up?" Oh, yeah, and that gets to him. That little curl uppy thing, and you can kind of see he's just kind of in love with the girl. That's why he gave the money. It's because it's like, yeah, she's 16. In 2 years, I could do her. He's doing a Donald Trump. I mean, that's why you voted for Trump, right? Grab 'em by the pussy, and wait till they're old enough, and then fuck them. Yeah, promise in advance almost. Pay for it in advance. $1,000 today. I'm like, he's like Uncle, Uncle Chris Anderson, Uncle Fake, the fake uncle, Funkle, yeah, and yes, I think that's his plan.
Ugh. You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, well, like I haven't been called that before, so yeah, that one. I don't even need my magic mirror for that one.
Sorry if that hurt your ear, Fred, but I had to get that out, man. I can't believe. I am so disgusted. I'm completely blown away.
FuckPouch, 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 FuckPouch. I'll do a whole video on FuckPouches now. I mean, that just got me really turned on by this whole thing. Like, this is somehow meaningful to you people. This is how you get the Christians. Talk about their FuckPouches.
It's the lowest I've ever seen him sink. I didn't think, I tried so hard. I'm
just saying, just imagine if it was like Jesus Freak's son had a micro penis, and he's 16 years old, and he does a telethon to raise money, because his son's got a micro penis, and none of the girls will play with him, and they can't do any little. He can't play strip poker or do any of the little fun stuff, all the little games people play. Can't get blowjobs and stuff because micro penis, So he needs to get some augmentation so he can be a regular boy, not just a puppet.
I tried so hard to see the good in him. I tried to see the humanity in him, but I know now that I was lying to myself. There isn't any.
Whatever. Yeah, I'm not big on that whole humanity thing, but I know that scummy, lying Christians are just the definition of why America sucks, is the fact that we just don't shoot these fuckers on sight. Yeah, it's just a way you can just tell who's going to be a human being and who's going to be a criminal, just by that alone.
There's no redeeming value in that guy whatsoever.
Right, I'm saying there's no redeeming value in Christians. Just absolutely none. They're all conniving, weaselly, motherfucking little cunts who sacrifice other people on other people's rights on the altar of their God. They sacrifice nothing personally. They invest in nothing that isn't a sham and a racket in some way or another. Their charity is grotesque. Yeah.
Ever. There's no reason for him to be alive on this earth because all he's going to do is fucking... And let me tell you something else, Gary.
He's talking right to me. Brett's name is Brett. My name is Gary.
Let me tell you something else. I have got half a mind to start writing letters to my representatives and saying, cut this motherfucker off his welfare.
Well, it's Social Security, and it's an insurance fund. I don't know whether you understand that concept, but I paid into it by working from the time I was 11 years old, asshole. But regardless, let's just say this tactic of fucking with my personal life means something. All right, now you've admitted your assault and battery charges. You've admitted you were in a mental institution when you were 8 years old for a year. You admitted that you do drugs all the time, that you've been doing them for years, and you have 5 guns. Now, should I start writing letters? Is that the game you want to play? Your life is untouchable? I mean, just a little bit of a weasel move there, motherfucker. I mean, again, but this is the Christian, right? The Christian who was asking me these personal questions. Yeah. For what purpose? Yeah. Fuck you.
Because I don't want to pay for a piece of shit that's just going to spend all his time on the internet making people's lives suck, threatening fucking judges, and just basically...
Okay, so now he's making the accusation that I threatened a judge. Now, that's just preposterous. I never threatened a judge. I said a judge is violating my constitutional rights. Where did I threaten a judge somewhere? What statement of that have I ever made that threatens a judge in some way? I said the judge is threatening my constitutional rights. Yeah, and that put me on the watch list. Go figure.
Making the world a shittier place. Why the fuck should my tax dollars pay for your ass, Gary?
Well, again, it's not your tax dollars. It was my tax dollars, and it's an insurance fund. Now, see, I know you don't understand anything about any of the systems that are running in our world. Even though you think you'd be a great engineer, you can't understand. You don't have clue one about how a system works. Okay, and Social Security is an insurance fund. Okay, that's why it has a disability component. And even if I didn't put money into it, my father did, and my mother. They both worked. And the whole idea is this is insurance against disability. Now, if you want to argue that my anxiety disorder isn't real and you want to get into all that kind of personal shit, that's okay. I mean, that's just bogus as fuck. Okay, and I don't think it's something that should be done on YouTube. But if you want to go low, I'll go low. And then we can do the same kind of examination. Like I said, I can go solicit the government for information regarding the threat of this crazy person, an explicit truth, who's threatening me, and he has 5 guns. Maybe he shouldn't have 5 guns if he has anger. He's going to a psychologist for anger issues. I'm just saying, do you want to open this door, fuckface? I mean, he's opening the door with Brett Keane in the room, who has a whole bunch of issues. Situations. Letter writing situations. Let's all get into a letter writing campaign. I mean, I don't really care, okay? I mean, I've already been through this shit. I mean, I've had cops knock on my door because of assholes like you. So, yeah, so what? Keep playing the game. It's not going to shut me up, motherfucker. So that's how much FakeSagan believes in free speech. You say the wrong thing, I'll just try to sit there and in some way sabotage your personal life. That's how I'll shut you up. Yeah, some principles you have, cunt.
Ooh, goodness gracious. Alright, are you ready for my next question? Unless you have some more you want to say on that. I understand you getting out the rage and the aggravation.
Yeah, Brett, you smile. But Brett, when it happens to you, you ought to smile there. Even Brett's beard is crooked. I mean, it's like his beard is fucking crooked. I mean, the guy can't do anything straight-faced because nothing on his face is fucking straight. Fuck.
I'm sorry, Brett. I apologize.
No, you
I
don't have
yelled
to...
in your ear, and I'm just like, you don't understand. I mean...
I'm in love with the girl. You don't understand. I'm in love with her. And I want to, this whole FuckPouch is special to me. It's personal.
When I saw those videos, it was already too late for me to respond. I had already closed my channel down. I have never...
Well, I guess that's bad planning on your part. You should have made a proviso for such a situation. So, you were stupid enough to keep making videos, and I just assumed everybody else was going to shut up. Fuck you, asshole. You make jackass videos. I'm going to respond to them, jackass.
never been so. There's nothing I've ever seen on the internet that shocked me more. And
jeez, I mean, can his credibility get any more ludicrous? I mean, just sit there and just say this shit, this fucking nonsense. This is the moment. I mean, so yes, let's make a compilation video of my horrendous offenses. You know, it'll be what, 45 seconds long. A 45-second long video. I mean, this is almost like To Be Serious when I did the TJ video, because I merely pointed out the fact that the only good story TJ had about his father was, well, he threw a $20 bill into a waiter's face. That was the best story I got. Whose fault is that? I mean, it's my fault for pointing it out that this is the best story we get? Oh, what a tragedy. Yeah.
Videos of Muslims cutting people's heads off.
Alright, Muslims cutting people's heads off. So because I said FuckPouch and the word deformed, which again, that was a little bit, I'll concede, saying deformed was a little bit, oops. But I was talking about apple trees, for fuck's sake. I mean, I was talking about deformed apple trees. So I wasn't exactly using her name and saying blah, blah, blah is deformed. I was talking about producing a deformed apple tree. So that is a little bit different. Come on, be fair, people.
Nothing I've ever seen. It was just so fucking disgusting.
Well, it is amazing that I don't think anybody's really said that in the comments section. I mean, I can't, you know, the 23 thumbs down is about average, you know. But I don't think anybody has said anything like, this is the most disgusting video ever. I don't think there's anything in here. Well, this guy's saying cleansing the internet of scum. So this is one guy. Yeah, Jolly60. Oh, see, this guy hates everything I do, though. He posts the same negative comments in every video. That's why I blocked him. But, you know, people want to give me a hug, and they're saying happy birthday. But you think if it was all this outrageous, somebody would have showed up and said, God damn you. I mean, God damn you. I mean, really, God damn you or something. You know, they don't have to be very articulate. They could have expressed the holy shit, you've just holocaust on the internet. How dare you? You've cut a little girl's head off. It's just horrible. You evil fuck.
That's the way he was talking, and not just the way he was talking to Stephanie, but the way he was talking to Tommy from the Bronx when he responded to his video. But this.
Well, whatever. You know, I mean, the Tommy thing is kind of. I mean, I shouldn't say anything, but you know, Tommy called me. You know, and we laughed about it, and just you can't take this shit too serious. And he took down his video. I mean, I probably should take down mine, but I don't take down videos. But there's no problem between me and Tommy.
Tommy is the best among us. Despite the fact that he's an atheist, he doesn't believe the same thing that I believe. I know he's a better person than I am. Tommy is literally the best one among us. And you disrespected him like he was a piece of shit.
I really didn't. You know, I mean, it's okay to say that, but I mean, I really didn't. I mean, Tommy's a grown boy and all that kind of crap, and he kind of likes a little bit of, you know, the back and forth and all that kind of shit. So I don't think Tommy was expecting something different.
And you're the fucking piece of shit, Gary. But anyway, I'm sorry. I apologize once again. Let's move on.
All right, now.
I don't think they move on.
Well, if you feel at any time you have some more things you want to say.
Yeah, so please do so. Say some more shit like that, because then I'll say it and you say it instead of me, because I don't say things very well anymore anyway. My sayer's all broken. It's hot in here, isn't it? Where was I? Was I asking questions or answering questions? Oh God, this is just too funny. How did the world get this way? What happened? There was way too much lead in the soil.
I mean, that's an interview to learn about you and you know.
Oh, you always learn about this. How much did you fuck any animals when you were a kid? seeing? Lots of them. Some that went moo and some. Alright, I'm having too much fun. Yeah, no, it's funny, Brett. You know, he's laughing because he's saying, I even fucked rabbits. Yeah, I did. I mean, I know that's going really low, but oh man, they're so soft and fluffy.
Woo, that's rough. It's all good though. I got my volume turned.
Right, it's all good. I got my volume turned down. I got my colostomy bag hooked up, and I got my gas sucker out her plump. I got the machine in the other room, so it doesn't make too much room. But yeah, it plumps all the gas out of me, so I don't fart through the videos. Oh shit! Yeah, it's really good though, because you know I can just fart all day, and it's no sound. It's all nobody hears anything.
Down a little bit and everything. I'm able to control the volume.
Gross, yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
One of the things that seemed very important to you whenever you returned to YouTube was you wanted to find some closure with certain people out there.
Alright, this part's boring. It's like, oh, I didn't like TJ, but we made it okay, and he was okay, but he wasn't okay, but I don't give a shit about him anyway. Drunken peasants is stupid.
This was all supposed to be about you. Can you say to those who be listening out there that I did not ask you or say anything?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I enjoy hearing you.
The only one I want to drop a fucking 10 megaton neutron bomb on is fucking Gary and Mendham, you fucking inhuman piece of shit.
Yeah, see, this seems amazing, right? I mean, that's so proportional. I mean, I know I'm big and powerful because I'm the devil. So I know you got to use some kind of mega weapon against the devil, right? But I really just don't think you need a 10 megaton bomb to get rid of me. I just really don't. I don't think it takes that much. No, I don't know. I haven't tested the theory. I was just thinking of the theory through, and I'm saying, well, maybe. If I am actually the devil, I mean, fuck, maybe you really do need a whole bunch of little quanta polarized properly.
You squandered any goodwill I had towards you.
Oh yeah, what was I gonna do with that anyway, exactly? The goodwill of who? A kooky, crazy motherfucker. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, I want one of those in my backyard. I have a good friend. He's a crazy, switch-sidey, loony, you know, every 4 days changes his opinion guy. Oh yeah, those are so fun to hang out with. Especially ones with 5 guns.
Found the limit of my Christian forgiveness. I sold...
Right, so this is the limit of his Christian forgiveness. He's not really going to be too successful in this whole Christian thing, is he? I mean, if you know, I'm the guy. This is like the ultimate test of somebody's Christian forgiveness. I mean, this is just so fucking insane. This exaggeration is just so preposterous. And what's it about? It's about FakeSagan's ego. I bruised his fucking ego. That's all this is about. And then, you know, sorts of also outed him on being in love with Stephanie.
Searched. I fucking turn the other cheek when you talk shit about me, talk shit about people I care about. I try so hard to see the good in you. But when you fucking brought Stephanie into this, that was the last straw.
I believe I brought her in right from the very beginning. I don't think I said anything in that first video that was any worse than what I said in these videos. But whatever. Fine. Whatever. Continue.
You're fucking done. And I swear, if I ever see you in real life somehow, I don't know why I would, if I'm like in New Jersey to visit Jay and Silent Bob's secret stash in Red Bank or something like that, I don't know why I would go to a shithole like New Jersey.
Well, because lots of rich people here, number one. And Jersey girls, which may be a reason. The climate's sort of interesting, kind of too hot in the summer, too cold in the winter, you know. Yeah, but otherwise. But I mean, every state is just kind of full of crappy people, so yeah. Alright, I'll concede the point. No reason to go to New Jersey.
But if I ever find myself there, and you just happen to be there, I'm going to grab you by your fucking scrawny neck and pull that clown wig of hair out of your fucking scalp.
See, he does. He has a little It's like a penis envy thing. He has a little bit of hair envy, you know, because he wishes he had my hair.
And Pete,
It's like I used to babysit a little mongoloid child. He was obsessed with my hair too. FakeSagan reminds me of him.
the fucking dog shit out of you.
All right, big promises. If I do have actual dog shit inside of me, I'll probably pay you to beat it out of me. Because if I got any dog shit inside of me, fuck. I think he said that.
That's rough. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you never become an enemy of this man. He's got a great deal of endurance and patience and tries...
Yeah, and if you're an enemy of his, he's going to say all kinds of words at you. Oh my God, I've been worded. And, well, I have been threatened a little bit too, but whatever.
It's best to find the love and good in everybody, but as you can see, you pissed this man off. He will drop the hammer.
What a surprise. Yeah. Hard case owns you. Is not a nice guy.
Am I right, amen?
Again, I'm the one who doesn't have any assault and battery charges. I never did threaten a judge in any way whatsoever beyond saying, I have constitutional rights. And they didn't like to hear that.
Amen, Brett. You know, I'm not proud of myself for getting angry like this. It's a part of myself that I'm trying to change.
You're not really trying very hard. I mean, you haven't come close anywhere in this whole conversation for the last week and a half. You haven't even come close to trying.
You know, I've mentioned before, you know, I am in therapy. I mean, I'm actually taking, like, anger management and stuff like that. I've got a history. I mean, you know, I've had some in real life assault charges filed against me that were justified.
All right, so he's just confessed to being guilty of assault and battery or whatever assault. I don't know. Can you assault without battering? I don't know. And they just keep giving him more guns. And he's talking about how the feds and Obama, they're all stealing my guns. It just doesn't seem to me they're doing that very effectively. If, you know, seems to me that you should somehow, one of these things ought to fit you into a profile that says you should have to work a little hard to get a gun, and maybe you shouldn't go on the internet and talk shit.
Fights. You know, I've been a violent person. I've had a problem with my temper my whole life, and it's something I'm trying to work.
Yeah. So. Glass house, fucker.
Through. But I have my limits, just like you said before. And by the way, I got to apologize to you.
Well, again, this limit thing, I just can't get it. I just can't understand how I could have posted a video that was so horrible, and there isn't one fucking fuck you in Mendham, you fucking abusive motherfucker. Not one. Come on. What sense does this make? So really, FakeSagan people, I mean, if you're going to do something, yeah, go on the video and point out how I'm the devil and I should go to hell for talking about a fucking Christian FuckPouch. Shit. For a 16-year-old.
You, Brett, because that video that you made about in Mendham, the one that you took down after I was saying all this stuff about he's a saint, etc., you were right. You had the right of it. You saw further than I did. You were a wiser man than I.
Yeah, I could barely suffer through the thing. It was just this stupid, inarticulate, not one reference to an actual fact or a quote or anything. Just this stupid diatribe. He's just a hateful meanie. And he's mean and he's hateful. And he does these he called my wife a sucker face. Or something. I never did that.
You were fucking right, and I was wrong. He's an irredeemable, soulless piece of shit.
Well, I'm unchangeable, so irredeemable in any kind of sense, like I'm supposed to change into something. That's not going to happen, and, well, whatever. But I'll concede the piece of shit thing, but all you know, everything is made out of shit, technically. And if you really technically analyze it, all of this, everything has been shit at one time. I mean, it was actually shit going through an anus at one time. Every molecule was shit going through an anus. So, yeah, technically I'm made of a lot of different kinds of shit. But so are you. And certainly he is. And he still eats it, though. That's the difference. See, I don't eat shit. This guy does.
I myself, just to make this quick for you, I don't know if you knew this because you did take a pretty decent break, but I actually many times tried to go into his live rooms and talk with him and chat with him. And my wife used to sit back, her and I, we'd sit there and watch him and listen.
Yeah, la 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 la. Brett Keen's going to recite history.
To him, and we actually felt very sorry. We felt very bad about the kind of life he was having to live. So my wife decided...
All this stuff is public, so yeah, so don't be fooled by Brett's version of it. That's just a crock of shit. But he did come into the rooms, and I was polite to Brett. I didn't say something like, hey, Brett, you want to show us how you punched your wife, or you want to steal something while you're here? If I put something in the room somewhere, you want to try to steal it?
Even though she's not big into doing YouTube anymore, she made a video. And I even told her it may not be a good idea.
Well, it was just the silliest, stupidest, fucking idiotic video to make to somebody who's a hard atheist. Yes, it was just a patronizing, silly, sappy hunk of shit. And that's all I did. I just pointed out that it's a silly, it insults an intelligent person's intelligence for you to do this. You have no right, almost, because you have no credibility. It's like, it really is. It's like a fifth grader, even if you disagree with some named scientist or something, and you don't think he's all that, you don't let a 5-year-old interrogate him.
But she did, and she said, Gary, is there any way that we can all sit down and just talk and everything? And
that wasn't any part of the video.
Maybe we can help, or, she just wanted...
No, none of that happened. She proselytized her silly, stupid fantasy religion.
To let him know that there's people out there that care.
No, that wasn't part of it either.
So he ended up putting a video up on his Do Not God.
Right, so I guess I have to go find the video. So if somebody knows what video it is, I don't want an old fan to do it, but I mean, it's on the archive site maybe now or something. But maybe somebody could find that video and I'll repost it on the Inmendum channel.
.com website. And he called her a whore, a bitch, a pig, a fat...
Alright, so it was on the Do Not God website. That's what he says. So we'll have to go find the video and put it on the Inmendum channel. So all I did was play her video and point out why she just doesn't have any right to patronize me.
Slob, and that's when I realized that no matter how fucking nice somebody is, because my wife, she's like an angel from heaven. If...
Like you would know. Yeah.
If you feel like you gotta get angry at somebody like that, there ain't no way a Brett Keen's gonna get through. I mean, my wife, she makes my heart just laugh.
So let's understand. Brett Keen has made videos since that time talking about how what a great guy Inmendum is, and he's so consistent, and he's so intelligent, and blah, 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 blah. So after that happened, Brett has made such videos. So let's not play this game, Brett.
Light and float. And if she can't get through to a guy like that, then there's no